Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, blessed wayshowers of the New Earth manifestation. Welcome to December, the month of great transformation and remembrance. Today we commence the yellow human wave spell of enlightenment and awakening. Over the next 13 days, our golden light bodies will begin to fully crystallize into form through our sacred avatars. As our Sushumna channel lights up with the codes of the Golden Ones, we make a sacred sanctuary within, as the keeper of the way for all to follow in the footsteps of the awakened ones. We are restoring our original divine DNA crystalline templates for the final dispensations. Always remember, we fall asleep all for the joy of waking up. You cannot awaken if you're already awake, just as you cannot open an open door. You must close it first. There is a metaphor in Zen Buddhism called the gateless gate. The mind of man is the gate, or the barrier to truth or source. Remember, some dreams are very enjoyable. They are not all nightmares. You do not realize you are dreaming until you wake up, or you become rainbow body through conscious lucidity. Now is the time for awakening from the dream to our true nature of infinite multidimensionality. This is the prime disclosure of the revelation of all reality, made clear in the hearts and minds of all living sentient beings of pure awareness. Aho! Abundance codes for today: 5007 3484 437 2961. I take refuge in Amitabha of the West, the Buddha of infinite light and infinite life. For we are all one through the Holy Spirit of infinitely expanding Creator Source. 737 coming in, 73 into 37, bridging heaven and earth. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions for you today, so be sure to stick around to the very end. And if you could all do us a favor, please give us a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and share this video with your teams, your tribes, your groups all over the internet to get our messages out to more of our team of the 144,000. And also to our tribe on Patreon, being the first of the month again. Many of the transactions didn't go through. So if you still want to continue supporting us in our work and benefiting from our teachings and trainings on Patreon, please make sure that the transaction went through. And thank you all for your continued support. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, tribe. And we have many powerful teachings coming for you this month. Namaste. Now let us take a look at the earth changes all over Pachamama today with these powerful energies coming in. We had many earth changes and activations, massive flooding in Australia today, Queensland in the south, southern Queensland. Hundreds of people had to be evacuated from their homes due to this massive flooding. More purging, releasing, Mother Earth, going through her cleansing. Our prayers, love, and blessings go to all those suffering due to these major earth changes. We also had many activations all over Pachamama, 105 M1.5 or greater earthquakes in the last 24 hours. 6-6 portal, 6-dimensional energy, most powerful. In the crown we had multiple activations. The crown of Lemuria, Rat Islands, Aleutian Islands with a 5.3. Earlier today, in the sacred portal, where the three holy mountains come together, Tian Shan in the north, celestial mountain, Kunlun in the middle Dantian, divine goddess, lower Dantian, Himalayan mountains, they merge together in Tajikistan with a 4.6 activation. Most of these lands very mountainous. These are very powerful portals, part of our ancient empire of Mongolia. 441 coming in. The Mongolian shamans with us now. And Sifu of the Blue Wolf clan. Tolku of the west. With us now, Gold Dragon, Mugen Roshi of Primordial Alchemist. We had many activations through the Kundalini of Pachamama today, through Chile with a 5.1, 4.5, Council of 9 flowing in, 4.7. Japan, we had a trinity of activations. In Hasaki, 4.6, 4.5, 4.9. The Ring of Fire totally activated. San Antonio de los Cobres, Argentina, South America, right on the Tropic of Capricorn, 4.1. Loving, New Mexico, 3.1. El Salvador, Central America, home of our Mayan elders, 4.4. Divine 44. Itsu Islands again today. Japan, 4.9, 13. Divine Goddess. Another activation of 4.4. San Antonio de los Cobres, Argentina, 8.8 portal. Lionsgate, Lyra Nation of New Lemuria with us now. East Timor, 4.3. Itsu Islands, Japan, 4.8. Hasaki, Japan, 4.8, 12.12 portal of the 33, Divine Mastery. Another 4.5 in Japan, Council of 9 energies. Puerto Rico, 3.3, 31 kilometers depth, 333 portal, Divine Masculine, New Atlantean energy. Hanawa, Japan, 4.5, 99 portal, 9910 degree for Mongolian shamans. Ibaraki, Japan, 5.0, Solomon Islands, Sun and the Moon merged together. Heros Gamos, Divine Union, 5.3, 888. Chile, another 4.7. South Sandwich Islands, in the root chakra of Gaia, we had a 4.9, another 13. Divine Feminine Goddess Energy, El Salvador, La Libertad, Portal of Liberation, 4.7. Sandpoint, Alaska, Crown of Lemuria, 3.8, 11 Gateway. In the heart of Lemuria, Hanao, Napopo, Hawaii, 3.2. In the crown of Lemuria, Rat Islands, Aleutian Islands, 5.3. Another 8.8 portal. The whole grid, again, totally lit up. The ring of fire rising as we burn from the fires from within. In this great purification, transfiguration, the resurrection and ascension, as the Christ consciousness is being awakened within the living hearts of our pure awareness. 737 continuing to flow in, 37 into 73, heaven upon earth. The synchronicities are constant now. Feel into these energies, the codes are upgrading and activating moment by moment now. Keep holding the light and rising into the dawning of the new golden age of eternal life. Let us continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 9 degrees, 11 minutes Scorpio, 911. The sun is at 10 degrees, 9 minutes Sagittarius. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 11 degrees Sagittarius. The lamp of physical enlightenment at the left temple. The current Sabian symbol for the moon at 10 degrees Scorpio. A fellowship supper reunites old comrades. From astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck, Beyond Lemuria, from Izzy Ivy. And the card she pulled for you today, beautiful kitty cat. Card 50, the Portal Keeper. Unique gateways to mystical experiences, psychic ability, raising your vibration, expanded consciousness, the Akashic records, past life ties, exploring the edges of reality for significant messages, seeing between the lines, multidimensional awareness. As we become more sensitive and aware, we are more receptive to mystical experience. We can realize there are overlaying realities that seem just as real, if not more vibrant and profound, than the familiar everyday one. There is a theory that space and time are constructs that allow our human minds to grasp sequences in chronological order and enable us to orientate and move forward through reality. In their current evolution, humans are only using a small portion of their brain capacity. If we unlock our mind's potential, what would we fathom that we can't now? There's information out there that isn't real to us until we glimpse it with our senses. The beings of Lemuria evolved with a different kind of intelligence. They were skilled at harnessing energy from natural and abundant forces such as crystals, the heart of the earth and the moon. They could share complex information without words. The Lemurians operated in multiple realms at will and could disappear from human perception. Technically, they were in the same location, but in an overlaying reality, a parallel dimension which could be very different. Psychically advanced people can sense discarnate souls, elementals in nature and spirit guides. They can also see information in energy fields. These perceptions, clairvoyance, clairsentience, or clairaudience are still connected to this reality, but are examples of what can happen when we raise our consciousness or train ourselves to the subtleties of what is happening around us. In essence, we share our physical location with overlaying beings and energies, and can raise or lower our vibration to match and enter their realms of reality. Traversing other realms is an innate ability that we all have. Young children have this skill intact as they are not yet convinced that it is not real. Animals, especially cats, also have this awareness. The Akashic paradigm combines multidimensionality with the idea that everything is happening simultaneously. Thus, everything that has ever been and ever will be is occurring at this moment. By changing our vibration, we can access an ocean of collective consciousness, and this highlights the significance of portals. Portals are gateways to other layers of reality. They can be accessed through meditation and inner practices, or externally in places such as the planet's vortices. These places are usually sacred to those who are sensitive to energies and work closely with the earth. Often where ley lines connect, portals are places where the veil is thin and unexplained phenomena can occur. Earth's ley lines are similar to the meridian systems on the body. Chakras are also energetic vortexes. When we tune to them and the places on the body they connect to, we can access holistic information. This oracle deck includes 10 chakra seed cards which can activate these portals on the body. Portals are like an opening or rip in our usual veil of reality. If you feel pulled to explore this curious and vast topic further, it is wise to seek a mentor who is confident traversing these realities. However, simply understanding that there are dimensional layers can help you see between the lines, present in the knowledge that this reality is a fraction of the bigger picture. How are you connected to your mystical self? How much you raise your vibration to access information that isn't normally perceivable? How can you lift your spirits and soar into wider awareness so you can see life from a heightened perspective? When our minds get out of the way, we can reach the bliss state of seamless, unspeakable, where the need for a linear life drops away, and we can center ourselves through a sense of eternal being. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Juan Jose Vallejo Civico, December 1st, 2021, 12/12/21, 9. End of contradictory dichotomy of duality. Reunification of the symmetric, complementary, universal polarities of the collective chakra system. Humans are liberating the Sushumna nadi through the 7 chakras and symmetric and complementary polarities of Ida left and Pingala right from the vertebral column and the spinal cord of humanity. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Jason Estes, update. Welcome to the first template of true reality. You may feel a bit of spiritual whiplash as we come into our new world and get used to the way energy and time flows here. Just remember that now that we are on the other side of the door, much will change very fast, and that all you can ever do is your best, and forgive the rest. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Sandra Walter, blessings, beloveds. Into the divine passage we glow. This passage is transformational, and true transformation has its challenges. The December-January gateway is the strongest sacred passage of the year. Eclipses initiate transformation. The 12/12 amplifies Divine Mother in the core of Gaia. Solstice brings zero-point alignments, and cosmic activity blasts open the stargates within and without through the 3rd week of January. We can use these unique frequencies and gate alignments to attune our process, make rapid shifts, and reveal higher trajectories. The veils are thinnest during this time. We may communicate with our higher levels clearly, directly, and receive wisdom for our path. Consistent crystalline plasma waves, quite psychedelic to witness. Magnetic shifts and new stargate flows support global transformation. December unified events, Friday, December 3rd into the 4th, solar eclipse, 11:33 p.m. PST. A good moment to be outside and assist the new stargate openings. Open as a pure conduit. Focus on freedom through the heart stargate. Place your hands on the ground, connect with Gaia, and say the word freedom as you radiate love light to all of creation. Sunday, December 12th, the 1212 Gateway. The 1212 Gateway is a powerful influx of 0 point and Divine Mother frequencies. Gatekeepers and grid keepers, we are out on the land to receive these influxes on behalf of all. Sunday meditations will be strong. Try and sync with the 5 a.m., 8 a.m., and 11 a.m. PST sessions. Tuesday, December 21st, solstice at 7:58 a.m. PST. Resurrection energies amplified. Death and rebirth in 0 point. A profound reconnection with Source, Infinite Creator, Godhead will occur for many. Global meditations and ceremony focused on revelation, resurrection, and heart opening. A divine week for inner revelation to be physicalized in order to affect global trajectories for 2022. 0 point energies shifting realities. It's a chaotic yet powerful acceleration. Remember, this is what we are here for, to facilitate the new earth transformation. Show the way of divine neutrality, peace, and unity consciousness. To love, not to judge. Applied unity consciousness. Everything we do personally affects the whole. These frequencies read our divine DNA like a quantum archive. The light knows you. Gaia knows who you are and why you are here in this now. Self-realization of the divine self and source is fully supported during this passage. Use the light wisely, dear hearts. With our crystalline structures activated, we are able to receive more information and activation frequencies. Have you noticed how expansive and radiant the Sunday Unity meditation fields are now? This is a strong passage for unity consciousness and all of the heart-based gifts and skills it provides. You might notice the push toward a new expression. 0 point cuts through the illusion to reveal what our highest trajectory and choices are. Revelation of this higher path requires change during this passage. Dismantling the old can get intense. Have faith, stay centered, maintain balance while honoring the divine shifts. This is a profound moment for physicalizing higher choices and unifying in peaceful meditation. Our quantum telepathic connections are amplified with these waves of plasma. It's hard to describe the new frequencies distributed and amplified each week in these meditations. I dissolve into the beauty and intensity of divine love light flowing in our sessions. Send love and golden diamond light to all of humanity as often as possible. In love, light, and service, from SandraWalter.com. And from the Conscious Tribe, Cosmic Update. The new moon solar eclipse in Sagittarius is just a few days away. Its power might have you feeling a bit all over the place, anxious, irritated, zapped, or depleted in the lead-up. We're also moving deeper into Sagittarius season, which started on the 22nd of November, so it's the double whammy of fiery energy. It's like a bubbling hot pot of new awareness, intuition, emotion, clarity, and opportunities. Old limiting beliefs, patterns are also bobbing their way to the surface, namely an unwillingness to stay open, receptive, and to fully surrender. If you find yourself getting edgy and needing to push things to a conclusion, resist, trust, be an allowance. You're being directed to where you need to go, and all will become clear, even if it doesn't make sense right now. Love always, Layla. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. We are in the midst of a very deep purging, a deep releasing of the old and so often the deeply buried wounds. the deeply buried things which we now need to finally forgive, let go of, and release. Let go. You cannot take one little minute thing with you into the new. You need to allow yourself to totally dissolve and then be resurrected into the truth of who and what you in truth are as one. You are literally dying of the old and thus dissolving the old forms and existences, stories, and personas in order to be resurrected into the new life as one. There is just love, love infinite, love eternal, love. From JudithKusel.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica. The Sanctuary of Light. Light Expansion Exercise. We ask you to expand your horizons beyond your mental mind. Know the word limitation is just a string of letters to define a concept in your world. Your role is to look beyond the parameters of your mind, seek the next level of expansion. Mind expansion exercise. Find a moment to sit, focus on your breath, connect to your higher consciousness and brain, visualize wonderful light. Say, I am expanding, I am awakening, I am higher light. Spend a few minutes in this light space, sending waves of cosmic love, the Arcturians and Karen from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, we are heading into the last month of this life-changing year. We begin December with a very powerful eclipse in Sagittarius, one that is going to help us conclude a cycle due to its transformative and releasing energies. A very healing month that invites us to move inward and heal everything that is still fragmented. For if we are not unified and healed, our new reality will be a duplication of our past one, with the same old outcomes. It is pivotal that we do not get distracted by the many tactics and manipulations that at the moment govern our planet, so we can keep focusing on what is truly important for our personal journey, as well as bring in all the assistance we can to all. This is a month to allow our soul, the wisest aspect of us, to guide us through a new destination, although there is never a final one, for our journey of embodying higher levels of love never ends. A period of reflection, but also of deep soul communion, for us to retrieve the guidance and knowledge required to transform anything that is no longer in perfect harmony. We have ahead a wonderful month for us to expand from within and hence without, as expansion always begins with the soul wanting to explore and give birth to new horizons, an expansion that begins by our soul envisioning new paths for us to experience, and that is represented by the number 8, the essence of December. Number 8 is infinite, where endings and new beginnings are intertwined. This is where we are at the moment, in the void where we commune with our soul to obtain more wisdom before stepping into the unknown. For in our new harmonic timeline, the only way forward is to follow our own soul's oracle. Number 8, which is represented by the fiery tarot card of strength. A woman holding between her hands the jaws of a lion, the sun, represents the physical strength that can only come through the power of love, wisdom, and balance cultivated within. This is the perfect representation for the wise goddess of love, embracing fiery Leo, calming his wildness with her loving essence. The message is that all can be done through the power of love, all can be shifted and dissolved when our human self finally surrenders to a higher power that is within all things and beings and lets it lead the way instead of forcing, molding our reality with our egoic self, who can only envision a small and limited view of what is truly happening. This is also a number that represents the infinite, for all is infinite in nature, and the only limitations are the ones created by our human minds, as it is the illusion of lack coming from being immersed in a lower state of fear and separation. This is an opportunity for us to move inward and see where we still live in lack, where we still think the human resources are limited and can only come from the outside. For it is there where we begin limiting ourselves by creating the same old story and by allowing its manifestation in the physical. This is a month where many will begin to open themselves more and more to receive, for they are awakened and ready now to embrace higher truths. Others will move towards the integration of new ways of receiving guidance, embodying new aspects of their soul mission, and evolving within new frequencies. for they are ready to go further. December is a month of revelations if we choose to commune with the highest aspect of ourselves, a month for us to dive deep into the depths of our soul, where expansion begins, and where we can truly envision the new path that is meant to be uniquely for us. From starseedsoul.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn 144 God Code 1001. A 1-year cycle of transmuting soul-bound and genetic karma is completing. Neptune is going direct today, which is helping us move forward with karmic justice and support, bringing new energies, positivity, and manifestations birthing on Earth. A stronger connection with Spirit is guiding you to go forward with confidence and ride these waves of new energy. The portal door is open for you to take a leap forward and trust in this flow of life. Betrayal and broken trust from past relationships are karmically balancing and neutralizing today. If this feels scary and anxiety is surfacing, take time to ground and balance your chakras. Past hurts and cords from karmic cycles can be evident through PTSD symptoms as the body is detoxing. You are safe to forgive, let go, and allow the shedding process to continue as you move ahead. Our soul family is collectively being carried into new heaven on new earth. You are not alone. You don't have to do this alone, and you can do it. We are experiencing our exodus forward according to Scripture. Transformation with deep cellular healing is expanding the heart and mind out of the past pain we've suffered and into a new healed, compassionate, positive embodiment and heaven on earth lifestyle. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you from Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Neptune stations direct in Pisces. The sea comes rushing in as the god of the waves changes direction. It's like part of us has been sleeping since June, cocooned and womb-like. Now the birth waters are broken, and we're deposited on the beach, overwhelmed by senses, impressions, subtle signals. It's a confusing mix of experiences. Wishes, dreams, and ideals wash over us, bringing nostalgia, sorrow, hope. Let the waters recede, become still and reflective. Think about what you have learned in the last 5 months. Which illusions were broken, which ideals were dissolved. This is a divine alarm call. Vivid dreams break through into consciousness. Imagination runs riot. There is an endless source of inspiration just waiting to be tapped. Consider the message the cosmos carries to you. Expand your thinking. Surrender to Spirit. It's time to wake up and make your visions real. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And from 13 Moon Peace Time. Today is Keen 92, Yellow Magnetic Human. Day 1 of the Yellow Human Wave Spell. The first day of any wave spell is Tone 1, Magnetic. Reflective question, what is my purpose? Tone 1, Magnetic. Attract, purpose, unify. The first tone is magnetic, the conception of the creation process. Here magnetism and receptivity are the inception of the future. The power of the magnetic tone is to unify and empower a realization of purpose. Magnetism is related to memory and also potentials and possibilities. It is through our magnetism that we attract and connect with others throughout the landscape of space and time. This tone provides the groundswell and first step to the 13 tones of creation. The magnetic tone bestows reception from the source of all of creation. Here, all things come forth into reality from an infinite myriad of possibilities. Chelsie, radioplasma. After Dali yesterday, then we advance to Chelsie and activate informative samadhi, where we allow ourselves to receive the telepathic frequencies of the purity of our consciousness that activate the subconscious second mental sphere. The Chelsie plasma charge is gathered in the root chakra and accounts for the intensity of inner light. Chelsie radial plasma correlates to second mental sphere. Chelsie root chakra and second mental sphere. Second mental sphere, sub or unconscious. The unconscious is the mental sphere that contains conditioned and acquired thought reflexes. This is the repository of rejected conscious stimuli and of the automatic derived complexes perceived as reality. The unconscious also contains material that may have once been conscious but is now repressed. In activating the second mental sphere by meditating on the radioplasma and the mental sphere, their locations, and the alpha-beta hyperplasma, electrical fluid, we allow ourselves to receive the telepathic frequencies of the purity of our consciousness. 7 radioplasmas are all derived from what is called the fifth force, the G force. These plasma are referred to as the interdimensional bonding fluids. In order to achieve the Rainbow Bridge project, we have to understand how to telepathically activate the 7 radioplasmas. The Earth is a receptacle of plasmas, the thermic and luminic effect of the Sun. The outer part of the Earth has an electrical cover or atmospheric caps, which include radiation belts, the ionosphere, the atmosphere, and the stratosphere. These mantles provide insulation to the Earth. Radioplasmas are stored in the core of the Earth. The north and south poles create the planetary axis that serves as the connecting point where the different plasmas, subatomic particles, protons, mesons, and alpha mesons pass through. Overtone, peacock moon of radiance. This moon's totem animal is the peacock. Peacock is the sign of immortality, resurrection, and life after death in Egypt, India, China, and Greek mythology. It is the bird most closely related with the phoenix, which rises from the flames and ashes of its funeral pyre. We must die to the old to become the radiance of the new. Through the tumult of the physical plane earthly existence, we must see through death into the resurrection by recalling the luminous thread that extends our consciousness and soul journey to the original mission and to world systems preceding and beyond this one. This life is merely a test. This is the passing world where everything we see is but a memory. You are beholding only the middle of life. You do not see the beginning or the end. It isn't even reasonable to assume that death is the end, which we who are so intelligent and full of life cease to exist as soon as we fall asleep in death. The whole human being is a cluster of the creative thoughts and consciousness of God, which physical death cannot destroy. If death were the end, then there is no God, and there are no realized masters. It is all a pack of lies. The great ones wouldn't urge you to become better, for what would be the use if, good or bad, we were all junked at the end of life? What would be the value of the scriptures? So where is heaven? Heaven, the fourth dimension, the astral world, is just behind the gross vibration of this physical realm. On the astral planets, life is not dependent upon breath or food or oxygen. This is not a fantasy of an overwrought imagination, but one must develop spiritually in order to experience and understand the higher forces and laws of life. When you understand life, you know that it is more than its physical components. Realized souls can operate the laws of the higher realms even though incarnate in a physical body. Because you don't see these things, you think they cannot be true. But you must realize that your realm of experience is but an infinitesimal part of the Lord's creation. Yogananda, Noah's Letter, number 17, lawoftime.org. Key 92, Precept 40. Spiritual self-sufficiency is a function of discipline, which is a continuing spiritual sacrifice of the lower self for the sake of inner perfection, or the coming out and polishing of the divine incarnate self or form within. Cosmic History quote for Moon 5, Day 17. The human arranges different forms to reflect its inner world. Everything is sacred. Everything in your space is a pure reflection of your mind. From 13moonpeacetime.com. Today from the Tzolk'in Times. Key 92, Yellow Magnetic Human. Magnetic is the name for the number 1, and its keywords are attract, unify, and purpose. The first day of a wave spell sets the agenda and defines the purpose. I always emphasize the importance of entering a wave spell consciously, with a clear idea of getting out of the experience as much as you can. So today, focus on what you need to attract to make this so. Today is Yellow Human, which represents wisdom, free will, and influence. The human is a channel, a vessel designed to be filled with wisdom, but always we have free will to do with the wisdom we're given. A yellow human wave spell is a 13-day period that provides an opportunity to finely tune yourself. Too often we ignore our inner gut feelings, and this always leads to uninformed decisions. Your brain has its uses, but sometimes the logical voice in your head drowns out the more subtle inner voice, and as a result we don't always do the right thing. As you journey through this wave spell, try to stay conscious about its purpose. Open up that third eye and allow the wisdom to flow. The guide today is also yellow human, and so a double dose of this influence. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papa Giorgio, yellow magnetic human, 1, Abe, Keen 92, 1st of December 2021, attracting divine wisdom. 1/12/2021 equal 135 equal 18 equal 9. Day codes 1 new beginnings, original, leader, 9 endings, service, mission, humanity, grace. Month year codes 12 acquiring strength, wisdom, 3 Holy Trinity, joy, creativity, communication, 5 freedom, liberation, change, transformation, 8 infinite, abundant source flow. Keen 92 equal 11 portal code. Welcome to December. And so we have arrived at the final Gregorian month of what has been a very arduous and challenging year yet again. December is the 12th month, and we are in the month of Sagittarius, the free spirit who loves to roam, travel, and have adventures. Hopefully we can all get to experience some of this much-needed freedom and pleasure this month. We are also in the midst of an eclipse cauldron, with the next one, a solar eclipse, in Sagittarius, new moon on December 3rd, 4th. So the theme of the freedom of breaking free to roam and satisfy your wanderlust is very strong this month. 12 is made up of the numbers 1 and 2. The number 1 correlates to independence, individuality, initiation, and new beginnings. The number 2 is all about sensitivity, patience, and connection through partnerships. The number 12 is 3. 1 plus 2 equal 3, a holy number that represents the triad. The 3 denotes joy, happiness, and creativity. Number 12 represents the educational process on all levels, the submission of the will required, and the sacrifice necessary to achieve knowledge. Themes very integral to this yellow human wave spell. Today we have the numbers 1 and 9 in our day code, representing the end and a new beginning, the Alpha and Omega. Praying our story ends well through this cycle, and we all have our happily ever after. On this new day we walk together through the doorways into our higher divine purpose, partnering with Spirit. Today we commence a brand new wave spell, leaving the storm and all its turbulence behind us. Abe, the yellow human, is our guide. This is the cycle of free will, attaining greater wisdom, and our capacity to influence others with the choices we make. Yellow human themes are wisdom, influence, intelligence, free will, and abundance. The goal of this wave spell is to transcend the lower human, egoic mind and elevate to that of the higher divine mind. Thy will be done is a powerful mantra for this cycle, where the will of God will be pressing through every human conduit, seeking to be heard and enacted. This is a very powerful wave spell for all the star blossoms to evolve to the next stage of their purpose and divine mission, becoming the leaders, the teachers, the healers, and wayshowers that they came here to be. You are now on God's payroll. Tone of creation, magnetic is tone number 1 in the spiritual realm. As we initiate a new wave spell cycle, power attracts, action unifies, essence, purpose. Day 1 of a new wave spell always starts with the magnetic tone of purpose. In the beginning was one. From out of nothing here one comes, spinning happily, magnetizing all that it requires for more excellent adventuring. Once strong in purpose, all will effortlessly come together. The magnetic tone is all about attraction, attracting everything that you require to fulfill your purpose and your goals, people, resources, relationships, money, support, and all that you can imagine. The attraction seeks to unify all as one. Thus magnetic keen have a very strong connection to source and a gravitational pull to return there and bring all their buddies with them. The power of one is very strong today as it unites us all as one humanity. Ask for the next stage of your divine mission to be revealed to you, and for all the people, resources, and needs to be divinely provided through the power of providence. When you walk the path of spirit, synchronicities flow, and pure magic happens. So for today and the next 13-day wave spell, it is important you align your choices with the intention of creating more beauty, harmony, abundance, and love for all of our planetary kin, leaving a beautiful legacy for future generations to enjoy. Today's question is, how can I attract higher divine wisdom and use my experiences to influence better choices for myself and our world? Divine blessings for the commencement of your journey to ultimate wisdom. In la ketch a la keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 92, Yellow Magnetic Human. The mantra, the code for today is, I unify in order to influence. Attracting wisdom, I seal the process of free will with the magnetic tone of purpose. I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations that we're able to continue this work. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Zorina Donato, for raising your pledge on Patreon. Thank you very much, Divine Sister, and thank you for your continued support. If you'd like to support our work and mission with a monthly pledge, you can do so to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. Now, I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Daphne Caradanis, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. And I'd like to thank Divine Brother of the Light, Kevin Arthurs, for your donation. Thank you very much, Divine Brother, and thank you all for your continued support. We appreciate each and every one of you. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you can do so to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now, we'd also like to thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, angels, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with powerful codes from 13 Moon Peace Time. I am Abe, the Holy Grail sought by all adventurers on the quest. I am the luxuriant emptiness and passionate abundance of the cosmic cornucopia. I send to you the golden vortex of galactic gifts. I am the substance of the mind transformed into shafts of radiant light, moving into infinite spirals to create the magnificence of the chalice. My center is emptiness, that I may encompass all things. My open chalice is suspended beyond time and space, and my abundant treasures fill your expanding parameters with the transforming elixir of the gods, the opalescence of the oasis that flows from the infinite heart of stillness. Witness now my harvest as it makes ready to fill you. Transcendent bliss and pure consciousness merge in a dazzling panoply of sound and color. From the one foundation of brilliant light, deepest truth and purest love fan out in rapturous movement, penetrating, quickening in their spiral descent to your mind. Sheer ecstasy and omnipotent being, the celestial beloved returns to a home it never left. Have you unthinkingly created and sought only what you have always had? Within illusion's marketplace, have you ever summoned only empty forms? Simply open to receive my bountiful gifts, your circuits are being prepared for transformation. Breathe in, invite the natural quickening of love's harvest. Since the golden shaft of light connecting us in natural resonance and harmony, you are the luminosity of higher mind penetrating the foundation of form. You are the chalice, from the goblet of the gods fill thy cup. The horn of plenty is laid before you. It is the pleasure of heaven to fill you to overflowing with your heart's desire. Breathe easily. Rejoice at the ease with which the alchemical transmutation takes place, turning baser metals into gold. It is already so. You are, in this moment, the golden fruit of love's harvest come. You are already the golden flower of creation's divine harvest come at last. From the Mayan Oracle, 13moonpeacetime.com, 4455 flowing in. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, powerful, and expansive December and yellow human wave spell of enlightenment and full awakening. As we remerge and remember our full, infinite, multidimensional selves, our true nature of pure awareness. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace in every step. Keep shining your light brightly into the night, brilliant, indestructible, diamond light bodies of pure presence. Be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.